What is up, guys? If you guys clicked on this video, you already know we're going to be reacting to the Tren twins diet. And if you don't know who I am, I'm a dietitian in the state of Florida, and the Tren twins, they're these two twins that are fitness influencers. I'm not gonna lie, I find them hilarious, but let's see what they eat in a day.
And frankly, I'm hungry as This is why we don't record our vlog or normal life, because, you know, this shit ends up happening.
If that doesn't wet your whistle, then I don't know what does.
Alright, so they're out to a good start. I already see eggs. Eggs are an amazing protein source. One, because they have healthy fats, healthy cholesterol. Yes, you heard that right. Healthy cholesterol. Cholesterol is essential to the production of multiple hormones in the body. And they also contain every single amino acid. Out of all the protein sources, eggs are probably one of the best. And the best eggs to get are pasture-raised organic eggs.
Wet your whistle. Look at that color. Look at that beautiful color, that creaminess in those eggs.
Personally, I like mine sunny side up.
Why aren't mine cooking? Look at that.
Because you took the spatula from
Here you go.
Thanks, brother.
We got one spatula for some fucking reason.
And I'm being nitpicky here, but if you can, try to avoid cooking with plastic cookware. Try to use wooden spatulas, just because you don't want those microplastics to seep into your food and disrupt your hormones.
So we got that typical just bodybuilder fucking meal, honestly. Egg whites, oats.
I don't see a problem with it. The oatmeal will give you a good source of carbohydrates, and I see that he has some blueberries, so you have some antioxidants there as well. I would say if you're getting your oatmeal, to get it organic, because oatmeal is one of the foods that are most sprayed with what's called Roundup, or also known as glyphosate. So if you can, just buy your oatmeal organic.
Not me, man. I'm going for that jalapeno.
That definitely has calories in it, though. Chicken and fucking rice. What do you know?
Okay, so I love that they're using sauces on their foods. A lot of people think that when you're eating healthy, it just has to be miserable and everything has to taste so bland. Sauce it up. Put some sauces in your food. Obviously, you want to stick to low-calorie sauces. That's why one of the brothers is telling Mike that, hey, your sauce has a little bit more calories. It's better to get a low-calorie sauce, so you won't have to pack on the calories and not satiate yourself as much.
It's easily digestible meal for your body because it has the least amount of nutrients.
I don't want to give him any misleading fucking information.
I watched a whole YouTube video on the history of meat and which is the most nutritious. But as far as amino and like overall mineral composition, it's last.
So yeah, chicken does have less nutrients if we're comparing it to beef or salmon, but it is high in the amino acid leucine, which is one of the best amino acids to gain muscle. And rice, he is right, is very easily digestible. So if you're having this 1 to 2 hours before your workout, I don't see any problems with it.
How do you find a way to argue about chicken and rice? I don't know. I'm gonna consume this literally probably in 30-40 minutes, work out. More sodium.
Okay, so he's eating it 30 minutes before his workout. When you're there at the gym and you just ate a meal, most of the blood is going to be in your digestive system. So personally, I would recommend to eat around 1 hour and 30 to 2 hours before your workout. If it's such a big meal. If you're having a snack like a banana, you can have it 30 minutes before your workout.
I need to get that fucking protein into the muscles to start that recovery process ASAP. So I'm going to have 2 scoops.
Protein synthesis window, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, 50 grams of protein.
We get a few options. You get rice cakes and protein powder, rice to grounds and protein powder, or you get chicken and rice, okay? Rice base, essentially, with some protein. You know, digestion, metabolism runs every process in your body, you know, so.
Well, that's true. Digestion has a big part to do with a lot of things. There's also a lot of research showing how the gut microbiome has a lot to do with the brain, and it could cause depression and other mental side effects. So it is important to have a healthy microbiome. You could do this by eating a lot of foods with prebiotics, eating foods with fiber, and just avoiding heavily processed foods.
Keeping that good digestion is essential. If you're over here eating fucking fast food every fucking time you lift, it's just gonna fuck your gut health. And your gut health controls like how your stomach feels. And you're not gonna be able to eat as much. And then
you're gonna get inflammation in your stomach. You know, you're gonna be thinking you gained 4 pounds. You know, but realistically, it's just gonna be, you know, 2 pounds of inflammation.
And water. I'd probably be
Well, yeah, when you are eating a lot of fast food and especially sugar and salt, most of that weight gain is from water, from the fluid retention, because carbs retain fluid and sodium as well.
I'd probably be a chef if I wasn't like a bodybuilder. I'd probably like to become a chef.
Lord knows I'm not eating whatever the fuck you make.
I love how he's just pouring all this syrup in his rice cakes. Hey, he has to make those taste good. Personally, I think rice cakes taste bad. However, I tried those Quaker crisps that they're like mini rice cakes in a bag. Those are pretty good. Not even gonna lie.
Better chef than you.
You're eating rice cakes with sugar-free syrup.
I already had chicken and rice today, bro. I'm gotta have it again tomorrow. The day after that. The day after that. Fuck.
And that's something else that's very important. If you want to stick to your diet long term, some people, I know they could just eat the same thing every day. Personally, I can't. But if you're one of those people that can eat the same thing every day, it'll be pretty easy for you to hit the macros that you need every day, because you just have to track your calories and macros for one day and you already know more or less what everything has. But if you're not an absolute robot, yes, it's important to include some variety in your diet. Or not, you're just going to fall off and go to crumble cookie.
I genuinely like it, so I ain't even tripping.
This is the best protein right here.
It is pretty good.
It literally tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And it's isolated. Get that shit in there, man.
If I'm not bloated after the meal, then, you know, I should have another one.
Oh, that's not a good advice to take. I love you guys, but no.
230 grams of salmon, 175 grams of sweet potato, a veg.
That's a really good meal. So salmon has a lot of vitamin D and omega-3s, but if the salmon is farm raised, it has a lot less omega-3s and more omega-6s. And omega-6s are more pro-inflammatory, and omega-3s are better for the skin and for the brain. And also the sweet potatoes, they have a lot of vitamin A, which is also good for the skin, because vitamin A is a precursor to retinol or retinoic acid. And if you know anything about the beauty care industry, a lot of serums include retinol, and it is because it's very good for collagen production.
A veggie. This is probably my favorite meal. Everything we get is pretty much like, yeah, look at that. We only cook breakfast and like dinner. It's meal prepped from this company called Everprep.
I feel like the fuck.
I love that too. If you know that you're lazy and you don't like to cook, or you're just not a good chef, don't be afraid of getting healthy meals to go. Like a Trifecta, I know Blue Apron is one, Flex Pro meals. This is a good way to make sure that you're eating healthy and you don't have to cook if you're not a good cook. It's way better than fast food.
Fucking Will Ferrell in the Elf movie, bro. Motherfucker be putting syrup on everything type shit.
This guy's putting syrup on the salmon. That's crazy. But even though I know that some people put miso glaze on their salmon or some seafood, so it's not that crazy. But to people that have never dieted, this probably looks very foreign.
For the wins, man. Just like how Ma used to make it. Except it didn't have the marshmallows and the brown sugar on top.
So then it's not how Mom used to make it. I know. Me and my kid have been living on our own since we were 18. Went to college, lived in the dorm together, wanted to kill each other. It's really just the same process. Now we have a home.
Yeah, but I don't have to see your balls and shit.
We had a sink in the dorm. And Mikey was so lazy to go to the community bathroom.
No, bro, do not stop capping. That was you.
Okay, we were both too lazy to go to the community bathroom, so we would just piss in the sink.
I remember one time I had my headphones on, bro. I was watching a movie, Saving Private Ryan. I remember like it was yesterday. And I'm like, yo, Chris, this movie's good as fuck. You gotta watch it. I look over. Bro's clapping cheeks right next to me. Back shots.
Bro didn't even know.
Had the blanket over him and shit. They were trying to be sneaky and shit. You need to go to confession. You need to get baptized again, son.
I do. Talking about earlier how I'd like a bottomless pit. I'm still hungry. Meal 4, I'm still.
For those of you that never dieted hard to try to get very lean, it's kind of trippy that when you eat, as you're eating, you're getting hungrier. It's a very weird feeling. So I know what he means by feeling like a bottomless pit.
Hungry.
Damn shame.
Brussels sprouts, best vegetable. Talking about digestion and shit, and I'm drinking this shit. But it's all about, you know, not going too far with it.
Again, if you're trying to get lean and you don't want to eat sweets, don't be afraid of the sugar-free sodas, the sugar-free juices. What you don't want to do is be in the crowd that says, oh, might as well go with the real thing and just drink a regular Coke. That's not good. Obviously, don't drink like 10 a day, but if you're drinking like 2 or 3, I don't see any problem with that. A lot of people do, but I don't. Because the studies that show that it damages your microbiome or it causes cancer, you have to have a huge amount of it, which they're not having.
Like, I'm already taking steroids. I gotta be healthy somehow. So that's why I'm talking about digestion, eating clean. And we got one more meal. I love the last meal. Oatmeal.
Yours is oatmeal? Mm-hmm. Mine's just protein.
It's always the worst when you realize that you just fucking forgot to turn the mic on. So here we are doing a voiceover.
That's what happened with this video. I recorded and then the mic turned off halfway and here I am filming the other half, but very annoying.
Over. Ugly ass face.
It's quite charming.
At the point you said that you were eating horse shit. But it looks like I'm eating horse shit, to be honest. Oatmeal again and egg whites. Mikey's eating chicken and eggs. And yeah, so you see a pattern here. Easily digestible and fully packed of protein and carb. There's the egg whites with a little bit.
And that goes to show you that they're identical twins. And even though they're identical twins, they eat different meals every single day.
A little bit of sugar-free ketchup.
Yep. Looking scrumptious, man. You know, I'd rather eat this than crumble cookie every day, huh?
I sure would, man.
I don't know about you guys, but crumble cookie is not all that to me. It's kind of overrated in my opinion. I feel like the cookies are very undercooked and it tastes very doughy. I might as well make them myself. So all in all, I think that they have a pretty high protein diet, which is good since they are lifting weights. Their protein needs are higher than the regular person, which the regular protein intake is 0.8 grams per kilogram, not pound, kilogram. And for those of you that are lifting weights, every time you're at the gym lifting weights, you're causing little micro tears in the muscle. And these micro tears have to be healed by protein synthesis. So you need more protein in order to assist in the recovery process in the muscle. Therefore, it should be 1.5 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. I would say my one critique is that they should include a little bit more fruits and vegetables. I do see that he had Brussels sprouts for 1 or 2 meals and lettuce for 1 meal, but lettuce barely has any nutrients. So I would like to see more broccoli, some cauliflower, some blueberries, so just to get some more antioxidants in. Even though I know one of the brothers had blueberries with their oatmeal. All in all, it's a pretty solid diet. You should give Tren twins a follow. They're super funny and they have funny motivational workout content. And you should subscribe to me if you want nutrition content every single week. I'll see you guys in the next video.